Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for showing up, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. That already puts you a step ahead of those who talk, but never take action. Today, I want to talk about something that separates the average from the excellent, the dreamers from the doers, and the bystanders from the game changers. Today, we talk about one fundamental truth. Winners don't make excuses. Let me say that again, not just for the ears, but for the heart. Winners, doctor, not make excuses. Excuses, the silent dream killers. Excuses are subtle, they're sneaky. They don't scream, they whisper, and often they sound like logic. They say things like, I don't have the time. I'm too old or too young. I wasn't born into the right family. I don't have enough money. I'm not talented enough. It's just not the right time. And let me tell you something. Excuses are lies we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. They're stories we create to protect our fears, not to fuel our future. Excuses are dream killers dressed as justifications. But you know what separates winners? They don't negotiate with their limitations. They confront them. Winners see obstacles as opportunities. You see, life is full of challenges. That's the one guarantee I can give you. Whether you're trying to build a business, train for a marathon, ace your exams, or raise a family, life will test you. And you'll meet two kinds of people when the going gets tough. Those who say, this is hard, I can't. And those who say, this is hard, let's go. Which one are you? The winner's mindset says, obstacles aren't the problem, the attitude I bring to them is. Where others see excuses, winners see reasons to rise. Real-life winners make no excuses. Let's talk about a few people who truly embody this mindset. 1. Thomas Edison. Failure is fuel. You've heard about Edison, right? The guy who invented the light bulb? What you may not know is that he failed over 1,000 times before he succeeded. He didn't say, this is impossible. He didn't say, I guess I'm not smart enough. Number Edison said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's not just determination. That's the refusal to make excuses. 2. Oprah Winfrey, turning pain into power. Born into poverty, abused as a child, fired from her first television job, Oprah had every reason to stop, to say, I can't. But she didn't. She chose not to make excuses. She chose to take her pain and transform it into power. And today, she's one of the most influential women in the world. 3. Nick Vujicic. No limbs, no limits. Nick Vujicic was born without arms or legs. Imagine that. No limbs. Most people would have accepted a life of limitations. But Nick said, no excuses. He learned to swim, write, travel the world, and inspire millions. He chose faith over fear. He chose effort over excuses. That's what winners do. Excuses are addictive, but so is progress. Let's get real. Excuses feel good. They give you a way out. They allow you to blame something other than yourself, but they come at a cost. Every time you make an excuse, you lose a little bit of power, a little bit of progress, a little bit of belief in yourself. But when you decide to take responsibility, something shifts. You stop saying, I can't, and start asking, how can I? It's not fair, and start saying, it's my fight. Why me? And start thinking, try me. Progress is addictive too, but unlike excuses, progress builds you, it strengthens you, it reminds you that you are the one in control. The power of ownership. The greatest gift you can give yourself is ownership. Own your decisions, own your habits, own your results, own your life. Excuses are the language of victims. Ownership is the language of victors. It's easy to blame your parents, your boss, your genetics, the economy, the weather, or your past, but winners don't look outward. They look inward. They say, "If it is to be, it's up to me." The battle is in the mind. Let's talk about the battlefield. Not out there in the world, but in here, in your mind. Every morning when you wake up, there's a war going on between two voices. The voice of comfort, excuses, and fear. The voice of courage, discipline, and purpose. The voice you feed will grow. If you listen to the excuse, you'll stay where you are, safe but stuck. But if you listen to the winner within, you'll move. Even if you have to crawl, even if it's slow, even if you're scared. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision that something else matters more. The mirror test. Look in the mirror. That's your competition. That's your challenge. That's also your solution. The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects who you are and who you can become. The question is, do you have the courage to stop making excuses and start making moves? When you eliminate excuses, you activate power. Something magical happens when you stop making excuses. You gain clarity, you gain momentum, you gain confidence, and most importantly, you gain control. Control over your habits, control over your growth, control over your destiny. Your life is a story. How will it read? Imagine your life as a book. Each day is a new page. What kind of story are you writing? Is it a story of could have, would have, should have? Or a story of I did, I tried, I conquered? Excuses write tragedy. Action writes triumph. The winner's checklist. So, how do you stop making excuses and start winning? Here's your blueprint. Accept reality. Face your starting point without denial or drama. Set clear goals. Vague goals lead to vague results. Own your time. Don't say you don't have time. Audit your time. Build discipline. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline wins. Fail forward. Mistakes aren't the end. They're the tuition you pay for greatness. Control the controllables. Let go of what you can't change. Master what you can. Surround yourself with winners. Environment shapes mindset. Speak victory. Your words shape your reality. Stop saying I can't. Start saying watch me. From excuse maker to trailblazer. You weren't born to be average. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to stand out, to break the mold, to defy the odds. But you can't do that if you keep justifying your limits. You want a better body? Stop making excuses and get moving. You want better grades? Stop blaming the teacher and start studying smarter. You want a better future? Then take control of your present. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. But here's the truth. You can. Let's make this personal. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about one excuse you've been telling yourself. Maybe for months, maybe for years. Got it? Now I want you to make a decision. Today is the day that excuse dies. Today is the funeral of your excuses and the birth of your power. Winners understand that the world doesn't owe them anything, and instead of wasting time blaming circumstances, people, or the past, they take ownership of their situation and work relentlessly to turn even the smallest opportunities into monumental success. While others are busy listing reasons why they can't, shouldn't, or won't take the next step, winners lace up their shoes, silence the doubts, and walk into challenges with a heart full of courage and a mind committed to finding a way. An excuse is nothing more than a well-packaged lie we sell ourselves to feel better about quitting. And the moment we stop buying into it, we unlock the first door to our true potential. Winners don't dwell in self-pity, they don't point fingers, and they certainly don't wait for perfect conditions. They move with grit, adapt with resilience, and trust that forward is the only direction that matters. Every time a winner is tempted to give in to fear, fatigue, or frustration, they remember why they started, who they're becoming, and how every excuse is just a detour away from destiny. To become a winner, you must be willing to trade the comfort of excuses for the discomfort of growth, knowing that every growing pain shapes you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. The difference between those who wish and those who win is not talent, luck, or timing. It's the refusal to let excuses have the final word. A winner's mind is a battlefield where excuses are fought and defeated daily, with discipline as the sword and vision as the shield. Excuses are invisible chains that hold potential hostage, and winners break those chains by choosing responsibility over blame and persistence over procrastination. You can either create a masterpiece out of your life or a list of reasons why you didn't. Winners choose to be creators, not complainers. In the face of adversity, winners don't look for a way out. They look for a way through. And even if they fall, they rise with lessons learned and a fire that burns brighter. Winners are not exempt from failure. They're just allergic to excuses, and they see every failure as a stepping stone, not a stopping point. Every excuse you entertain steals a fraction of your future, while every bold move you make builds a bridge toward the life you truly want. When winners feel overwhelmed, tired, or discouraged, they don't look for a reason to quit. They look for a reason to continue, and that reason is usually tied to purpose. Final thoughts. You're closer than you think. Let me end with this. You are not as far as you think you are. That dream, that goal, that version of you you've been chasing, it's one decision away. The decision to stop waiting. The decision to stop blaming. The decision to stop making excuses and start doing. Every excuse you eliminate brings you one step closer to the life you were born to live. So I'll leave you with this. You can make excuses, or you can make progress, but you can't make both. Choose wisely. Thank you.